Hi everyone, my name is Abhinav from Migration Centre of Australia. Today I want to talk about what the stages of a partner visa look like and the different types of partner visas that do exist, or if you're in a relationship, what may be the options if you are not able to demonstrate de facto or spousal relationship. The other thing that we're going to be talking about is how long it takes to obtain these visas as well. Now, as per the department requirements, you need to make sure that you have an eligible sponsor who can sponsor you for a partner visa. Now, let's talk about the simple one, is the onshore partner visa. That means you're in Australia when you apply for a partner visa. You must ensure that you do meet all the eligibility grounds to be able to get that visa at the time of application and at the time of decision. There's different criteria that need to be met. The second one is the offshore partner visa, is where the visa applicant is located outside Australia and you must still be able to demonstrate either de facto or spousal relationship. And the third one I want to mention is the Prospective Marriage Visa. So if you are not married but have been living apart and have at least met once in person but are looking to get married, you can do a Prospective Marriage Visa, which will allow your partner to come to Australia. And once they do come to Australia, they can lodge an onshore partner visa, which is the first one that I mentioned. Now, you don't need to pay the full sum of fees twice. That is a misconception in the industry. Just because people look it up themselves or do some research, it's actually a reduced fee for the onshore partner visa if you're doing it after the Prospective Marriage Visa. Now, the processing times, we're just going to look that up now because it constantly changes. It is important to note that these visas can take quite a long time to process. At the moment, the onshore partner visa, if you were to lodge it today in November 2023, is expected to take up to 885 days for 90% of the applications to be processed. So that's approximately just a bit over 2.5 years and less than 3 years. If you were to talk about the subclass for the onshore, which is the 309, that takes much longer time. We are estimating that it will take around 978 days for 90% of the applications to be processed, which is around the 3-year mark. So it's important to take this into consideration when you are lodging your partner visas, because you may be waiting a significant amount of time. In most cases, if you do lodge an onshore partner visa, you will be granted a bridging visa, which will allow you to stay in Australia while your visa application is processing. Even if you are unlawful, it may be the case that you're able to obtain a bridging visa E to stay in Australia, but there are other criteria that you need to meet if you are unlawful, because there are serious consequences of that. Now, with the Prospective Marriage Visa, it's a little bit more complicated because you need to demonstrate that you do have the intention to get married, but you don't necessarily need to justify everything that you would as you would for a partner visa. Now, for the Prospective Marriage Visa, it's a subclass 300. If you were to lodge that today in November 2023, the expected processing time is still 819 days for up to 90% of the applications. That's still a significant amount of time for you to be waiting to bring your partner to Australia to marry them, right? So make sure you choose the right strategy for yourself and the right visa for your situation, which will help you maintain your relationship and be together as a couple. If you need advice, you can contact us at Migration Centre of Australia.